And now we're live.
Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 4 of the Smitty and Selitte show. Once again, I'm Damon Selitte,
And I'm Tom.
and we have a lot to talk about, don't we, Tom?
We have a lot to talk about, and none of it is good.
Yeah.
Not one
So
positive thing.
let's go into our time machine here and go to the past. Let's go
Yes.
to the Giants and Carolina game. Giants
Holy.
go to North Carolina to face the Panthers in their own home.
Oh, what more to say? What more to say?
Now, I in the first half we definitely stunk it up.
We stunk it up so bad. I can't believe how bad this team is.
But we definitely flipped that switch in the second half.
Yeah. You want to know why? Why?
Why is that?
Because Eli actually threw the ball down the field. And guess what? Odell caught it. Huh. What a
It's
concept.
not like our team was built on that or anything.
What a concept. Throwing the ball to your best player. Who knew? I know
Even if he is heavily covered, just trust him to go up with it.
it's almost like in baseball, batting your best player high in the lineup. It's almost like that helps them produce.
I don't know about that one. It seems a little far fetched to me.
I mean, oh my god.
I still
That
think
game
we came
sucked.
out that second half. We came out. We played with a lot of heart.
Yeah, when we took the lead, my first reaction was we gave him too much time.
Mm-hmm.
But like you can't really play that game because their offense sucks, and you don't know if they were gonna score if they took a few plays, took some clock off. Because
Mm-hmm.
this team's known to fuck up.
Yeah, absolutely.
This team is a gigantic fuck up. If you put if a fuck up was a person or a football team, it would be the New York Giants. It used to be the Browns. It used to be the Jets. Now the tables have turned.
Yep. So one of the most popular sports franchises, that's the New York Football Giants.
It's kind of funny. We have like so much star power. We got Odell Beckham and we got Saquon Barkley.
We got Landon Collins.
You know what we also have a 1-5 record.
Absolutely.
We have pieces. We don't have the entire puzzle.
Mm-hmm. So the Giants go to Carolina, play a shitty first half, come back, play with some great heart in the second half, just to once again get beat by a 63-yard field goal.
63 fucking yards. I
You
wasn't
want to know what the
even.
best part about that? You want to know
I
what the
wasn't
best part
even
about
mad.
that was?
I wasn't even mad.
You want to know what the best part about this is?
What?
The game after, Graham Gano shanks a 40-yard field goal.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like if you flipped it, it'd be 2-4,
Exactly.
and we might be out of the Justin Herbert running.
Mm-hmm. So now let's go back to the future. Here we are. We go. And we face
That was an
the
excellent way of
Philadelphia
putting it.
Eagles on Thursday.
And that's when we really stunk it up for 4
Oh,
quarters
man.
instead of 2. That was a steaming pile of shit.
Oh, my Lord. It couldn't have got worse that game.
Could have gotten worse. Saquon could have not ran for 100 yards and received for 100 yards. And that was something I said in the first episode. When you look at Saquon Barkley, you don't look at his just purely his rushing yards. You look at his receiving and his rushing yards, his all-purpose yards.
Mm-hmm.
Because that dude's a dual threat.
And he's a beast. That's what he's a freak of nature.
Oh my god, build a line, get a young fresh young stud quarterback in there. Oh my lord.
Yeah, there's nothing much else we can say about this Philadelphia Eagles game. We shit our pants. That's basically what happened.
We shit our pants, and then they picked up the shit off the ground and shoved it in our mouth.
Yes.
And then they made us swallow.
You know, our quarterback's old, has no more confidence, doesn't want to throw the ball. Our defense looks like it's given up again.
It's not. He doesn't have the ability anymore. I mean, he can't even throw like a 3-yard fucking hitch route.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Without overthrowing it 10 feet in the air.
yeah, he overthrows everything right now. The first fucking play of the game, the dude throws a pick right off the fucking backup to the backup tight end with Odell Beckham on the left side wide open. Fucking like I get you don't want to get hit, but you're a football player. So if you refuse to get hit, you're not going to be successful. So I'm gonna say right now, Eli, my favorite football player of all time, dude, you're dumb.
Yep. There's
But
nothing else to say about that.
I also need to defend him for a quick second because there's like a lot of chatter about his QB record's like 112 and 108, but like he he went 1-6 his first year in 04 when he took over for Kurt Warner. So let's just scrap that and count that as a Jared Goff, Jeff Fisher year.
Mm-hmm.
As this is what I don't know if you saw this tweet from myself. Don't mean to toot my own horn, but I do.
It's plug.
So I looked up the record, the numbers, and all that jizz. So I started from 2005, which was his first full year, starting 16 games. That was his first full year to 2016 when we won 11-5, and that was the last year. So that is what I consider his beginning to the end of his prime. Over that course, he went. His QB record was 107 to 85. 314 TDs, 47,171 yards, 60% completion, and 2 Super Bowls. That's a damn good quarterback. And that's
4 Pro Bowls.
And that's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Not to mention that 2 of his best statistical years were wasted. We went 6-10 because Jerry Reese couldn't draft a defense to save his life. Then we had to spend all of our money on defense. And now we had no money to fix the line, and now Eli gets killed every game. And his confidence is gone, his ability is gone, and he's just done. So honestly, he's not getting paid $23 million to come back next year. It's a sad ending.
You can do something.
God.
Yeah, it's done. Is it Lauletta time?
I wanted to give him a shot.
Is it Lauletta time before Herbert time?
I would like to see Lauletta before deciding to draft Herbert, even though we will decide to draft Herbert because, he's Herbert.
I still would like to see a lot more from Davis Webb, but he's a Jet now.
Well, the Jets aren't going to be seeing a lot of Davis Webb. They got their own franchise QB.
I know. Give us Webb back.
Yeah, I'd just like to see Lauletta.
All right. I think that brings us into our what week are we on now?
Week 6, right? Week 6. We're week 7 now. We're about to enter week 7.
Week 7. We're on to our week 7 preview.
Yeah, because we're 1-5.
Yep. Ooh, this is a game I was looking forward to all year, but how we're playing the Giants versus the Falcons.
We are done. They score a lot of points. They give up a lot of points. We don't score a lot of points, but we sure as hell give up a lot of points.
We get to score a lot of points when our minds are put to it.
Not even then. Throw the ball to Odell.
Throw the ball to Odell?
That
would be nice.
Like he's become like an afterthought. Like in week 1, he got 11 receptions for 111 yards. You think, he's gonna have a monster year. Then we don't even throw the ball to him anymore.
1 touchdown on the year so far.
1 touchdown. That was in Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
On a deep ball in which we threw the ball to him. See how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Throw the ball to your best players, and good things seem to happen. That's why they're the best players.
Mm-hmm.
Throw the damn ball. Stop checking down.
Well, Predict the score of the Giants-Falcons game.
Oh, this one's going to be ugly. It's going to be 35-17.
I agree.
Hit the nail right on the head.
It'll probably be like one touchdown towards the end of the second and one towards like the end of the fourth. Like what's like 2 minutes left.
Saquon Barkley, garbage time touchdown.
Yep.
We all know it's coming. Even
we'll probably
Saquon
get a field goal in the first quarter.
We'll get like a few field goals and a meaningless touchdown. And then Jack Rabbit will get burnt by a tight end again and all that. I don't know.
Jack Rabbit will get burnt by like the 5th person on the wide receiver depth chart.
Like he's gotten burnt once every game, like once per game, just completely burnt.
Mm-hmm.
Like toast.
It's like his special powers. He has to get burnt once a game.
Like that's like his deficiency. It's like in a video game where you put like certain traits on your character.
Yeah, like
but you have to like one becomes a negative.
Mm-hmm.
It is sunburn. It's just called sunburn. This team fucking sucks.
Yeah, there's no other way to put it. We fucking suck indeed.
We fucking suck.
And there's
every fucking year we fucking suck. Every fucking year. This is the same shit every year. Same shit. Different GM.
It's just time. We went through like the half rebuild this offseason. It's just time to go through the full one.
That was the shittiest rebuild ever. We spent all of our money on Nate Solder. He's been average at best. Hernandez has been fine. The center to the right side of the line kind of blows. We let DJ Fluker go, but we signed Omame, who just blows ass. And our quarterback's 50 years old, can't throw the ball anymore, and just refuses to give up.
Mm-hmm.
In a bad way. It's like someone that doesn't know when to give up.
And your star wide receiver is planning the jump ship.
And your star wide receiver signs for $20 million a year. And today, the owner told him to shut up. And John Mayer really shouldn't have room to speak here because he's done some pretty shitty things too. He let Josh Brown, the former kicker who beat up his wife, he knew about the domestic abuse and still let him play on his team. All right, and he was the guy that told McAdoo, hey, maybe we should look at some of the other quarterbacks. But hey, let's not have it be Davis Webb, who might have a future. Let's have it be someone we already know isn't good. That's the issue. That was the issue there. Fucking if they started Davis Webb, fine. But they started Geno Smith,
who was already known as a terrible fucking quarterback.
Yeah, and the Giants of all teams should have known he played in the same building, just in a different color.
Yeah, different locker room.
Yeah, different locker. Is it the same locker room, or do they have?
I think they have 2 separate locker rooms. Wow. Yeah, because I saw it in the Bill and Bill documentary.
I never asked that question. I never thought about that. Did they
They're
share?
basically on 2 different sides on the of MetLife.
That's funny. So do they must like that's just weird. That's always been weird to me how they share a stadium.
Well, if they don't like it, they can get out.
Oh, by the way, Nathan Peterman is awesome. I just had to say that because I've been watching videos on Nathan Peterman all day. Just like can I play quarterback in the NFL? Just because like he's thrown 9 interceptions in like 79 career attempts.
Oh my god!
Like that's like a 10%. Like that's more. I'm pretty sure that's more than 10%, bro. That's closer to like 20. That's incredible.
All right, let's get back to the week 17.
I know. I just had to say
I know. We can rant about the Giants for about 3 hours long.
I can rant for.
The show's got to keep going on.
I've been ranting since 2011.
Damn, after the Super Bowl year.
Well, 2012, I don't
That
even
was 2012.
remember 2012. 2012 was like a honeymoon year for me. I didn't give a shit. We already won the Super Bowl. But 2013, that year blew. 2014, one of Eli's best statistical years. We had the worst defense of all time, literally. Statistically, we had the worst defense of all time. Eli Manning was like, that was Odell's first year. That offense was fire that first year, and the year after too. Eli led the league in touchdowns in 2015. Damon.
All right, anything else?
All right.
Anything else you want to put on top of that?
Yeah, but we went 6-10 both years because we had no defense. We had the statistically worst defense of all time. Like statistically, they gave up the most yards, the most touchdowns, like time of possession, all that stuff. They blew. And so after that year, John Mayer gives Jerry Reese a few blank checks. Jerry Reese gets Olivier Vernon, gets Janoris Jenkins, gets snacks, and that's fine. That it seemed to work out all fine and dandy. That defense was locked down that first year. Nobody was scoring on our asses. Our offense took a big hit because our offensive line sucked. Because we don't know how to draft linemen to save our lives. So the offense took a dip, but the defense became the strength. It's kind of funny. The tables turned. The defense was the strength, and the offense was the weakness instead of the other way around. And we went 11-5, and then last year happened, and now this year's happening, and it's just a dumpster fire.
It's a downhill spiral from here on out.
It's literally the Donald Glover gif of him walking in the door with the pizza and seeing everything on fire. Like, this is just a complete dumpster fire.
Anything else?
Just, like, garbage. Just garbage. People throwing each other under the buses. It's a free-for-all. It's just a free-for-all. John Maris calling people out. Pat Shermer looks like he's about to burst. Fucking Odell Beckham's doing interviews with Lil Wayne on ESPN. What the fuck, man?
Are we even a football team anymore?
Like, we're like football players that just happen to put on the same jersey, but they have no connection together. I mean, like Landon Collins has talked a lot of shit too. Like, he called Eli Apple cancer last year. Like, I get that they're good now, but like they put so much stuff out in the public that it just doesn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just cancers.
We used to be a classy organization.
It's just we took such a deep turn. It's ridiculous. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't be throwing your teammates under the bus no matter what. Just I get you're frustrated with Eli. I get you're frustrated with the play calling, but there's a reason why Lil Wayne is sitting next to you, doing this interview with you. He's trying to promote his album. So I mean, that's not the way to do it.
All right. Anything else? Because I want to get to this Week 7 preview.
Let's get to it.
All right. First, on Thursday night, we got the Broncos versus the Cardinals.
Oh, by the way, the new album's really good. Yes.
All right. Broncos versus Cardinals.
I need the Cardinals to win because the Broncos are scouting Justin Herbert.
Right, fair enough.
John Elway was in attendance at the Oregon game. Or is it Oregon? Oregon. Whatever. Either way, they have a good quarterback. He has bad hair, though.
Also, did you hear Patrick Peterson's on the block?
Pat Pete is on the block. You know who Tom Smith has no interest in? Pat Pete. Why?
Oh.
Why? Because he's like 34 right now? How old is that dude?
Let's go see.
Either way, we're a rebuilding team. There's no way we'd be interested in that. But he's a damn good player. I'd like to see him go to a team that needs defense. Yeah, watch him go to the Rams.
He's 28.
He's 28? Wow, I thought he's closer to. I thought he was like 32.
No, 28.
He's pretty young. He's Janoris Jenkins' age.
Mm-hmm.
That dude fell off a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
I think he may be a roster casualty next year.
All right. Score for Broncos Cardinals.
gonna go upset. I'm gonna pick the Cardinals. I'm gonna say Josh Rosen throws for 36 touchdowns and no interceptions,
Mm-hmm.
and they win 412-0.
All right, that's wonderful.
No, I'm
Breaking the
kidding. I'm
NFL
kidding. I'm
record.
kidding. I think 24-21 Cardinals.
All right, on
Bada boom.
to the Titans versus Chargers.
Oh, Pat Pete's getting a pick. Pat Pete gets a pick.
Okay, but
You're welcome.
Titans versus Chargers.
Titans versus. I'm gonna go with the Chargers here. Bazinga.
I know Melvin Gordon, absolutely stunning performance this weekend.
So
3
pretty.
touchdowns.
Another guy who the Giants passed on in the draft to pick Eric Flowers.
Mm-hmm. Titans played like absolute ass this weekend.
The Titans are absolute ass. Marcus Mariota has a degenerative elbow now.
Fucking Jesus Christ. They need to figure something out there in fucking Tennessee.
Yeah, get better.
I got this one going 34-7 Chargers.
Ugh. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna go 35-14. Actually,
Right.
I wasn't so nice, but whatever.
Man, 2 of our past losses are going at it. The Panthers and Eagles.
I'm gonna pick Philly.
Philly.
I feel like Philly is about to get hot. Carson Wentz was throwing up dimes. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Philly there. I'm gonna say 28-24.
All right. Well, we'll go Vikings versus Jets.
Vikings versus Jets. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I feel like they're a much more polished team. They need to get hot to make a run. So I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Darnold might have a good game here.
I think Darnold
defense has been slacking.
That is true. But I'm going to go with the Vikings. They need this win more than the Jets do. The Jets season is already a success. They got the quarterback of the future.
Adam Thielen's been absolutely on fire recently.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Vikings. I'm going to give them a 38-28 victory.
Nice. Okay. Oh, jeez. Bills versus Colts.
Oh, dear God. I'm going to go with the Colts. I'm going to go with Andrew Luck and the Colts here.
Man. Are Peterman and Josh Allen that bad?
Oh, Josh Allen's out.
Oh, he is.
He's hurt.
When did he get hurt?
He got hurt. That's the reason Nathan Peterman came in. He hurt his elbow. So he's out. He is officially out next week.
Well, now that you got the guaranteed interception thrower in, I would also go Colts.
Yeah, Andrew Luck is the only thing that's keeping the Colts from just being 0-16.
To be a New York Giants.
Andrew Luck is doing a phenomenal job for what he has to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this poll on Twitter, and it was like, do you guys think Andrew Luck is balding at an appropriate rate? I said if you had to work with the people he had to work with, I think you would be going bald too.
What, are you not a fan of Chuck Pagano?
No, I mean just that there's no talent on the team. Even Quentin Nelson hasn't really been impressive. He got pushed right to the ground the other day.
I mean, you got T.Y. Hilton. Eric Ebron's been surprisingly good this season.
Yeah, Ebron played for Detroit. Never expect players to be good when they're playing for Detroit. Always expect them to be good after they're done playing for Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit has a curse, like the Giants do.
Mm-hmm. All right, so final score?
I'm going to go 24-3.
God, they're not even going to score a touchdown?
That's how bad Nathan Peterman is. 24-3. It's that bad.
Speaking of the Bills, did you see that Shady might be coming back to Philadelphia?
Yeah, because Jay Ajayi tore his ACL, so they need a running back. I'll give them Saquon Barkley for Carson Wentz. Who says
really?
No?
I'm not giving them Saquon Barkley.
Okay. No, we're getting Herbert. We're getting the duck. We're going to suck for the duck.
All right, on to Patriots versus Bears.
Pats versus Bears. I'm gonna go upset alert. I'm going with the Bears. Choo-choo.
Second-year quarterback Mitch Trubisky gonna take down the 40-year-old GOAT.
No, more like the defense. The defense is like unbelievable. So I'm gonna say because like the Patriots did score 40 last week, but against the worst defense in the NFL. But the Patriots also gave up 40. So like I think the offense can score enough points for the Bears. They're gonna scrape this one out, 31-28.
Fair enough. All right, on to Browns versus Buccaneers.
Browns versus Bucks. I'm gonna go with Baker and the Browns.
Ooh. Man, Buccaneers still a trash can. Need to figure something out.
They are also cursed, like the New York Giants.
Well, you know what? They're cursed and they have a defensive end that has some missing fingers.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy, we could use them right now, actually.
And not for $18 million.
That is true, but we're also paying a 40-year-old washed-up quarterback $23 million, and we don't seem to have a problem with that.
Well, we didn't expect him to be washed up by now.
I kind of did. Can't. Don't say I didn't. Don't say I didn't call it.
No, you didn't call it.
I did not call it. I'm sorry. You lie. Bless up.
All right, on to Texans versus Jaguars.
Wow. Texans versus. I'm gonna go with the Jags here. The Jags have gotten a little rough patch. I stuttered a little bit there. Gotten off to a little rough patch. I mean, it happens. You get 40 points dropped on you. Trust me, we know as Giants
You're supposed
fans.
to be one of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey. His quotes were, "I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know," and so on and so forth. He's a very interesting guy. He'd be a great interview. I'm gonna go with the Jags. I think Blake Bortles is going to win the MVP. Just all that. Just because he's obviously the best quarterback in the league right now. But I am gonna go with the Jags. I think I'm gonna go 21-14. Boom, boom.
Fair enough.
Boom, boom. Because the Texans have been having problems too. The only reason they won the other day was because Nathan Peterman came in and threw a pick six, and the tie game was a minute left.
Did you hear? He said, "I got this." He went to the coaches and said, "I got this," and then he throws 2 interceptions in a row.
You should have went to the Texans coach and said it. It would have been accurate.
Jesus. All right, he's taking the Jags over the Texans. On to Lions versus Dolphins.
Lions versus Dolphins. Wow, what a shitty matchup this is. I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill. No, actually, I don't know who's starting. It's either Brock Osweiler, because Brock Osweiler beat the Bears.
I know, he threw for 3 or 4 touchdowns. I was so amazed by that.
You know what's so weird about Brock Osweiler? Like, when he was with the Broncos and when he signed a big contract with the Texans, I never thought he was that good. Like, he's a big guy, but, like, he's slow. He doesn't do anything well. He doesn't have, like, a plus arm or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got kind of a noodle arm, to be honest with you. Like Eli's like 150 pounds, but that dude used to fucking sling it.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Osweiler is like 6'5", 240, but he can't sling it. Fuck Brock Osweiler.
Okay.
Pussy ass bitch. All right. So remember we got traded to the Browns?
Yes.
Yeah, traded to the Browns,
and then
they cut him. I'm pretty sure. Then they traded him back. They got a second-round pick. They took Brock Osweiler's contract just to get the second-round pick, and they just let his ass go.
All right, so Lions over Dolphins going to.
No, I picked Dolphins. I picked Dolphins over Lions.
Oh yeah, my bad. All right, Ravens versus Saints.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with New Orleans here, just because. Well, Drew Brees is awesome. I'm dead serious. He might win the MVP. Him and Jared
Yeah,
Goff. They're gonna
absolutely.
battle it out. Old cat versus new cat. Real.
Old Ted versus the young cat.
Exactly. Youngin versus Olden. Just like Sunday night with Tom Brady versus Pat Mahomes,
Mm-hmm.
who the Giants wanted in the draft, but someone didn't trade up for him. I mean, we pick Eli Apple with the 10th pick. We pick fucking Eric Flowers with the 9th pick, but we can't pick Pat Mahomes before the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Organization fucking blows.
Preach, Thomas. Preach.
Fuck, man. I mean, we passed on Gurley. I mean, we passed on Vernon Hargraves for Eli Apple. I mean, come on, man. We decide not to trade up for Pat Mahomes. He becomes a superstar naturally. And we pick Davis Webb in the same draft in the third round, and he doesn't even play one game with us. We wasted a third round pick. You know what we could have done with the third round pick instead of taking fucking Davis Webb? We could have
What?
picked a lineman, could have picked
Mm-hmm.
a linebacker,
Mm-hmm.
could have done something to fill a need, but instead we pick a quarterback who never saw the light of day.
I mean, in that draft, we did take 2 offensive linemen, and we let one go to the Lions.
I would have picked the fucking fourth. I don't care. The third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh. I don't care. We needed linemen. You know what I would do? You know what I would do every draft after drafting a quarterback? I would draft 7 linemen per draft.
Oh, jeez.
Why?
Even with the first?
Why? Because we're the New York Giants, so we're very hit or miss. So you would think for every 3 picks, 1 would work out. So we'd have 2 linemen per draft. Bada boom, bada bang.
All right.
It's a crazy philosophy, but I'm a crazy guy.
All right. Off to the trash can known as the NFC East for a Cowboys and Redskins matchup.
I am gonna go. Oh, this is tough. Oh my god, this is tough. Ooh, that's a good. I'm gonna go with a tie, 28-28.
Oh, shit. He's calling the tie.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Damn, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Oh my lord. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Oh, I'm going with the Redskins 21-17.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I think they're gonna give the ball to Zeke. Their defense has played really well. I'm gonna go 24-20.
I'm going with the Skins upset.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the Skins are ahead of them in the standings. So I mean, I wouldn't call that an upset.
Let's go look at the standings.
I just feel like Alex Smith I just feel like he's not going to take enough shots.
Yeah, Skins are number 1 in the East.
Yo, how like they let Kirk Cousins go for Alex Smith? That's like, come on.
Because their organization is just dumb. Like, you think our organization is bad?
I guess you can say they're not very organized. Boom.
But
But come on.
all right. On to
Yeah.
this. This is going to be a fucking slaughter. The Rams versus 49ers.
Oh, my 49ers. I'm going to pick the Rams just because they're the Rams, even though the 49ers put up a valiant effort the last night. Aaron Rodgers led a remarkable comeback in which the world's prettiest man scored the world's prettiest touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm kidding. The throws he made last night were unbelievable.
So I've heard.
But you know how Mason Crosby had such a bad week last week?
Uh-huh.
Well, they had 6 seconds left. They're on the 10-yard line, and so they didn't want to. They wanted to make sure. Like what they did was they ran like plays. They didn't have any timeouts left, but Rodgers stayed on the field and ran a few plays and got extra chunks of yards before kicking the field goal because they wanted to get as close as possible.
Mm-hmm.
For Crosby to kick the field goal, and he barely made it. That's how they won.
All right.
All right, next game. Next game.
We're still talking about Rams versus 49ers here. We didn't get a score yet.
Oh, shit, you are correct. I'm going to go 42-21.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
Bada boom, bada bang.
All right, on to Bengals versus Chiefs.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. As we saw, the Chiefs don't queef. And, the Bengals definitely queefed last week. They had a big lead, and they blew it.
Well, did you see Bengals fan threw a fucking terrible towel into a toilet?
Did you see a Patriots fan threw a beer at Tyreek Hill?
Yes.
Exactly.
And last but not least was us, but we already went over that.
We fucking suck. We're going to lose.
Yep. Probably by preferably 24 points.
You know what? Tank. We're on official tank watch.
Tank, then Herbert.
Tank for Herbert. Suck for the Duck.
And then draft 4 linemen in a row.
Yes, exactly. That was my philosophy. I own the copyright.
Okay, you better go get that patented.
Yep. I also own the copyright to the term tank.
All right.
Just because it's fun.
That is pretty sure that's all for the NFL for today.
Now I must talk about baseball. I need to talk about baseball now.
All right.
I'm very sad.
Yes, didn't you guys suffer an unfortunate loss to the Red Sox in the playoffs?
Yes, we did. So, we sucked. We blew ass. And we lost.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't won a World Series in 10 years. I was 9 years old. Little fetus. And, here we are. This is life now. And, I have to wait 6 months without baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Yankees have a lot of decisions to make. Are they going to sign Manny Machado? Are they going to sign Bryce Harper? Are they going to sign Patrick Corbin? Are they going to trade for Paul Goldschmidt? Are they going to let CC Sabathia go? Are they going to let Brett Gardner go? Are they going to let Neil Walker go? Who knows?
Well, Tom,
even though
if you are the GM right now, what will you do? What's your off-season plan?
Well, the Yankees are very right-handed, and Bryce Harper is left-handed, and there's an outfield spot open, and Bryce Harper plays the outfield. So I guess you can see there's the fit there. I would like Bryce Harper on the Yankees because he's a 26-year-old MVP. All right, he's an MVP. He won an MVP at 22. He's like the youngest MVP ever. His power is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. So. He had what some considered a down year, and the numbers he put up were some of the best in the league. Home runs, RBIs, on base percentage, you name it, the dude was a monster, and that's in a bad year. Now, I'm usually against signing free agents to long-term contracts because they usually never work out. Because when they hit free agency, they're usually over the age of 30, and you never want to sign a guy over 30 to a long-term deal because those never work out. But Bryce Harper is 26 years old. His birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday. Or is it today? It's either today or yesterday, but either way, he's 26. And when you sign a guy long term at age 26, it's a lot easier than signing a guy over the age of 30.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to get his prime years now. He's just entering his prime.
Mm-hmm.
So I would sign Harper. Although what happened last week is that our shortstop Didi Gregorius, he needs Tommy John surgery, so he may be out the entire year next year. And Manny Machado, who's also a 26-year-old MVP caliber player, is also a free agent. This is unheard of. This is the biggest free agency class ever. I mean, these are two of the top 10 players in the game at a very young age. And, I mean, either one would look really good in pinstripes. And so Machado plays shortstop. Gregorius is a shortstop. Didi Gregorius, he might be out the entire year. So you can see the fit there. You might need him to play short. That's tough. I mean, I would prefer Harper because it's easier to just slide him right into left field. Brett Gardner's a free agent. Andrew McCutcheon's a free agent. There's the fit there. So
Mm-hmm.
I would go Harper. You can't sign them both. I don't think I don't think you can sign them both because they are going to get a shit ton of money. They're getting over $300 million. Like they're getting paid, and they might have opt out clauses in their contracts that will allow them to opt right out and make even more money. So they're going to be set for life. And Machado is playing for the Dodgers right now. They're playing in the National League Championship Series. Game 4 is tonight. So that should be exciting. The Red Sox are playing the Astros. Game 3 is tonight. So that's fun. The Brewers are up on the Dodgers 2-1. The Red Sox and the Astros are tied 1-1 in a best of 7. And so the Yankees. And the last thing about the Yankees, they need to sign a pitcher. They need to acquire pitching. They need to do whatever they can to get pitching because the pitching kind of sucked in the playoffs. And that was their biggest downfall. Our pitching blew ass, Damon. It blew
Mm-hmm.
ass. So Patrick Corbin, this is my last point. Patrick Corbin, he pitches for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and he's also a free agent. He's about to be 29, I believe, and well, he's a beast, and he's from the New York area, I believe. His family's entirely Yankees fans, and he already openly said he wants to be a Yankee. So there's the fit there. The Yankees have been all over him, and so expect Patrick Corbin in pinstripes. All
All
right.
right.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Paul Goldschmidt might be available. I would love that, dude. Paul Goldschmidt is first baseman. He's Gold Glove first baseman, and he's just an absolute monster. I would put him in the top 10 in players in baseball. He's that good. So if you can trade for him, he's a free agent after next year. He comes cheap. He's only $14 million. So yeah, bada boom, bada bang.
Indeed.
The Giants fucking suck. And I'm
They
really
sure
mad.
do, friend.
This team frustrates me to no end. Hey, that rhymed. Nice.
Is that all for baseball?
That is all for baseball.
All right. Now we got the NBA. As you know, today the NBA returns.
KD is going to the Knicks after this year.
Wow. Is that a hot take?
It's actually a medium rare take at this point. It kind of seems that it's leaning that way. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking, but because like the Knicks fucking suck, man. But they are getting Porzingis back. Kevin Knox is looking like a pretty good prospect, if you ask me. And well, who knows? Who knows about Frank?
You just need to figure out about that goddamn point guard position. Frank is not a point guard. He is like a shooting guard.
Frank freaks me out because his name is Frank.
And he's from France.
And he reminds me of hot dogs.
How is that?
Because Frank's hot dogs. They call it Jumbo Franks. He
Thank
probably
you, Tom.
has a Jumbo Frank. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. I love Frank though. He's kind of short to me. He looks kind of short whenever I watch him play.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of Nate Robinson, my favorite NBA player of all time.
Oh, the short dunker.
I love Nate Robinson. That dude was so good.
He retired pretty young.
Yeah, he tried to play football. That didn't work out.
All right, back in the conversation. NBA is back tonight. Now, let's talk about some of the biggest questions we have rolling into this NBA season. LeBron and the Lakers. What do you think will be of the Lakers with LeBron this year, Tom?
Say that again, sir?
What will become of the Lakers with LeBron this season? Will they make playoffs with LeBron?
I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they'll be anywhere between like the 4 and the 6 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And they may win a round and then get knocked out by Golden State. And that's about that.
I think any team that LeBron's on, you're guaranteed 50 wins. I think that's a no-brainer. All right, let's move on to some new faces and new places. Start off with the good old Frenchman, Tony Parker, now in the Hornets.
Me so
What do you think
horny.
will be some things he will contribute to the Hornets?
Leadership, the ability to rap in French, and nothing else anymore, to be honest with you, considering the fact that he's washed up, old, and done. He used to have a cool beard, though. Does he still have the beard?
No, he does not. I don't think no.
Well, all right. I might be a little talking about the wrong player here, but all right. No, I know Tony Parker. He was the point guard of the Spurs. I know Tony Parker. He beat LeBron in the finals. Him and Tim Duncan, goats.
All right. Next, let's talk about Jabari Parker. Newest member of the Chicago Bulls, was on the Milwaukee Bucks, and free agency goes there. What do you think he'll contribute to that team?
Say that again?
So what do you think he'll bring to the Chicago Bulls?
Who, sir? Who?
Jabari Parker.
Oh, he's coming off the bench.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he's coming off the bench. He's making like $20 million, and he's coming off the bench.
Where'd you hear that he's coming off the bench?
Here. Yep. Jabari Parker will come off the bench opening night, making $20 million per year.
Oh my god! Yeah, I see it right here. Holy shit! Must be nice to make $20 million coming off the bench.
Jabari Parker so far in the preseason: 9 for 37, 24% shooting, 1 for 7 and 3-point percentage, and his defense may be worse than his offense.
That's amazing. You're giving that man $20 million right there.
No, as a Knicks fan, we can't really say much. We gave Joakim Noah everything, to be honest.
You give everyone anything. All right. Next,
Trey Burke will start at point guard for the Knicks. Frank Ntilikina will also start, and then Kevin Knox is coming off the bench. I don't know a two-time MVP to come off the bench. I don't know a two-time scoring champ come off the bench. That was my Allen Iverson. Hey, that dude's loud.
I know. My bad.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Love you.
Oh.
Who is that?
It's my brother.
Your family reproduced after you?
No. Older brother.
Before you. They're like, oh, it's like my family. We're like, oh shit, we fucked up. Let's have another one.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's how
you cut
it all
in and
goes.
out. I thought you were mad at me for a sec because you cut in and out. I'm like, oh shit.
All right. Let's talk about.
Now, if we're talking about
tonight's games, there we go. Okay. Gordon Hayward, that's something I want to talk about. What is the fate of Gordon Hayward for the Celtics?
One knee later. Gordon, I'm picking the Celtics to make the finals. I'm also picking to lose the finals because, the Warriors are going to win it. That's what annoys me about basketball. That's what kind of turned me off from basketball is it's just like, they teamed up, and now it's just not even fair. Like, come on, man.
Well, I'm sorry, talking about the fate of Gordon Hayward here. As you see, he is in a very crowded small forward room.
He's still alive. He still wants a son. That's about it.
Do you think he will be traded at any point this season?
Why? Why would he be traded?
Obviously, he's in a very crowded small forward area with people like Jason
Tatum and
Tatum,
Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they can make it work. I think basketball is more positionless now. I feel like maybe they can move him to like the two in some scenarios. I think they can move him around a little bit more than we think.
I'm not just. Do you keep that star on the team while you have so much young talent here?
He's a
Is he worth the?
supremely talented player.
Right.
That's tough. If you get a good package, I wouldn't be against trading him.
Yeah, I definitely think Ainge can work something out for him.
Yeah, exactly. If they're offering if a team's offering something good, don't be afraid to take it. I mean, they almost went to the finals last year without him. Why can't they do it this year?
Mm-hmm.
Especially without LeBron in the league, and I mean in their conference.
All right. And one last thing. Any hot takes for this NBA season, Tom?
Uh, hmm, This is tough. No, actually,
No.
other than the fact that KD's going to the Knicks next year. Kawhi. I feel like Kawhi this will either end nicely with him re-signing with Toronto, or him being traded at some point.
Mm-hmm. I think
So,
definitely one of my hot takes of this season will definitely be if Jimmy Butler gets traded from the
oh
Timberwolves.
my God, we forgot to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he beat the first stringers with a bunch of third stringers.
It was fucking went up to the GM and shouted, "You guys fucking need me."
Yep, man, he's not wrong.
And in the preseason game, Jimmy Butler didn't play. They get absolutely just destroyed.
Like, that dude called ESPN and clowned him. He called ESPN, clowned him, and then did an interview and trashed them some more. Like, that's legendary shit right there.
Carl Anthony Towns was posting him up, and Jimmy Butler says, "You can't do shit to me," and he passes it out.
Yeah, Cat's really shown his true colors here, and
Mm-hmm.
so did Wiggins. Wiggins has been called out too.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand if what Jimmy Butler's saying is true. I'd want out too. I mean, because Jimmy Butler really wants to win.
Mm-hmm. That's what leads me to my hot take. I believe if Jimmy Butler does get traded, give him maybe 10, 15 games to adapt to his new team. I think he'll be a top 5 player this season if he does get traded.
That's very interesting.
I think
Ooh,
his switch has officially been flipped.
Nick Bosa and Ed Oliver have both officially declared for the draft.
Well, we don't care about those guys.
No, we do not. I just want to suck for the duck.
Well, anything else you want to put on top of the NBA section, Tom?
Uh oh, why? Because I'm not that interested.
All right. Anything else for the show altogether?
Draft Herbert.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yes, that's all I have to say. Draft
All right,
Herbert.
then that
Oh,
pretty much.
also, one last thing.
All right, all right.
If John Gruden trades Amari Cooper,
Yes.
I will throw something multiple
And
times
why is that?
because I mean, he's starting to annoy me, to say the least. I mean, if he does that, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's gone after next season.
And they remind you $10 million for 10 years.
He might resign. He might say, "I'll tell you what, man. I'm not having as much fun as I thought I would. I'm out,
It's
man."
not 2003 anymore.
Like, he said, like when he was like in the Monday Night Football booth, he's like raving about Khalil Mack. Oh, this is the type of football player I want. Dude refused to pay him and traded him for 2 first-round picks. He gave up a second-round pick. Who trades the best defensive player in football and gives up a second-round pick to get rid of him?
John Gruden.
Like if you want Khalil Mack, you pay for Khalil Mack, and you are giving up all the picks, and I am not giving up any picks. I'll tell you what, man. Bad job by him. Bad job.
Horrible job by him.
Horrible job, man. I'll tell you what, man. He might not last so long in the O.co.
Absolutely.
So disappointing.
Anything else?
See you next week.
All right, that about wraps it up.
Bada boom,
Smitty and
bada bang.
Selitte, episode 4. See y'all
Have a
next
good day.
week.
Love you.
Smooches.